Hi, it's Dave Michels from TalkingPointz. I'm with Evan Kirstel, and we're with Genefa Murphy, the CMO of Five9. Hello, Genefa.
Hello.
Big event here at Enterprise Connect. You excited?
I am, yeah, I know, man. It's a happening time. It's the kickoff of big event season at Enterprise Connect. It's a milestone.
Milestone. So I need you to clarify something for me, because there's a lot of contact center companies here, and I'm noticing there's a shift, particularly from Five9, in the way you're talking about CX instead of CCaaS.
Yes.
What is the difference?
Yeah. So, I mean, CCaaS, or Contact Center as a Service, we really think is a subset of the broader CX or customer experience ecosystem. It's a major anchor for you to have a successful customer experience and employee experience strategy, but it's a subset of it. And CX really covers much more than that. It's integrations into CRM, voice of the customer, workforce engagement, employee experience. So that's part of the shift that we're doing, is really shifting from being pure contact center to opening the aperture into new technologies and new personas. Because there's a lot of people who care about CX who don't care about contact center, and they're starting to.
I'm looking for a new persona, actually.
I'm happy to take one. But what are the components of a more intelligent CX architecture? What does Five9 bring to that?
So I think the key thing, really, when it comes to a more intelligence is, let's face it, data. Right? But it's not just the data, it's what you do with it. And so part of the strategy of Five9 is to be able to make sure that we can connect all of the dots between the data. We introduced back at the end of last year our own data lake, so the ability to collect all of that information, connect that information, and then be able to run insights and analytics on top of it. So not just giving our customers the ability to report, but actually helping them be more prescriptive, predictive, right? And being able to say, this is what you need to be looking at. Right, that's really critical, because as we all know, no one has time, right? Everyone's got too many things to do. So part of our role is how can we give the insights so that they can turn that into intelligence.
So using the word intelligence, and I've seen in your new campaign, you're using the term collaborative intelligence.
Yes.
So what is collaborative intelligence?
Well, it's exactly what it says on the tin at the end of the day, because everyone's talking about artificial intelligence. Some people might even be talking about AGI, right? So artificial generalized intelligence as well. But there's human intelligence. So collaborative intelligence is about how do you bring all of those different pieces together, because that's the key. Because, I don't think right now we're going to be completely replacing agents with AI. Maybe one day we'll get there when we get to AGI. But collaborative intelligence is how do we bring the power of people, human intelligence and artificial intelligence together, and the power of Five9 people and our partners. That's really key, because the partners, going back to the beginning, if you think about CX, they're appealing to the new stakeholders. We've got partners who are talking to marketing, partners who are talking to the chief digital officer, and we're bringing that intelligence into the Five9 platform to help our customers.
Fantastic. You also talk about enabling your customers to make a CX promise.
Yes.
What does that promise entail?
Yeah, so the CX promise really is just take a step back and think about what are you trying to deliver. So one customer, for example, a great CX promise that they came is they said, my CX promise is I'm going to deliver world-class customer experience with maximum efficiency. So it's not just creating a frictionless experience for the customer, but it's making it efficient and getting the ROI back for the business and not compromising, not having to pick either or, but being able to take an and strategy. So that CX promise can take multiple different forms. In healthcare, it might be about connecting the data silos that we all know exist within healthcare. It might be about efficiency. And ultimately, when we talk about that CX promise, our commitment to our customers as Five9 is we deliver on our CX promise, which is standing by our customers from day one to forever, bringing the best of people and technology together so that they can deliver on theirs.
I've been wanting to ask you, I keep on forgetting to ask you, but what is persistent memory?
Yeah, so I think if you think about where contact center is going, where customer experience is going, we talk a lot about fluid experiences. And when you think about fluid experiences, you think about personalization, and persistent memory is key because it's context aware. When you move between channels, you don't want to have to repeat yourself. We talk about this all the time, we've been talking about it forever, but it's a notion of creating persistency for that interaction and that engagement for that customer. So a lot of the focus is often put on the interaction and not on the customer. persistency puts the customer at the center of everything, and the interactions follow them.
Okay.
Versus just following the interaction.
A little follow-up on that. A few years ago at an event like Enterprise Connect, everyone was talking about omni-channel. Now we've kind of moved to multi-channel.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about fluid multi-channel.
Yeah.
So is this just the same thing? What's going on here?
I mean, listen, you know, you stay in this business long enough and you run out of words to call things. At the end of the day,
that's why we have ChatGPT.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, ChatGPT is going to solve all world problems when it comes to technology. So it's a variation of it, I think. So key to fluid experiences is not just being able to move between channels, but being able to recognize which channel is best at what time. Right? And that might be from a customer's perspective and also from the business's perspective. Because what does the customer want? Well, they want choice. Right? They want to be able to interact with the channel of choice. But are you as a business actually set up to do that? You know, your customer wants self-service, but have you invested in knowledge management? Have you invested in FAQ? So I think, short answer, it's a variation of it. But the notion of fluid is being able to move across channels, across human and digital agents, and keeping that persistent memory and context awareness across each of those interactions.
Super exciting. Well, we have a busy week ahead of us. What are you most excited about this week at Enterprise Connect? We're at day one. What's
I mean, I'm excited to meet with like all of you and like hear what's going on and hear what's your. I think the best thing it's all about Dave. Really, sorry, it's all about Dave. No, but just seeing what everyone's bringing to the table, especially with ChatGPT and OpenAI and Bard, and now we're on GPT-4.
There's a few announcements around ChatGPT.
We have an announcement too. You know, we're getting on that bandwagon. But practical, that's been our focus. Practical use of GPT-3. Right, something that our customers can really use and take advantage of, specifically when it comes to transcription and summaries. But I'm just really interested to see what are people going to bring to the table. Right, what is happening next? And I will admit I am doing a panel today with some of my peers, some of my competitors, and Sheila McGee-Smith, and I am very excited about that.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Check it out, folks.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.